Well, happy spring. It's official. We have dipped into a new season. So, as we move through today's practice, I just invite you in your own way, just sort of holding what is it that you are seeding or, tending in this season of rebirth and emergence. So, um, maybe a little bit of reflection and just sort of weaving that in and just holding it with open palms as you breathe into whatever change and whatever it is that is moving through you this season. But let us begin actually on our backs. So you can find your way there. And these first couple of breaths, feel free to just kind of stretch your body out, whatever feels good to you. Whether you reach long, whether you find a twist or something else completely. And then as you feel ready, if it feels okay to stretch your legs long, we're going to take the legs a little wider than we often do. And then you can take your arms out overhead and bend the elbows a little bit. You're not quite the shape of the letter X, but almost. And then in your own way, just really sort of soften your body into the support beneath you, the space beneath you. Almost as if you could feel your awareness sort of descend lower into your body or more fully into this body that you inhabit. And initially start to breathe into the back of your body. And then start to breathe a little deeper. You might even breathe in through the nose and breathe fully out through the mouth. And just a couple more breaths like that, possibly a little bit deeper, finding that place of depth that doesn't add any tension or strain. And then as you're ready, slowly walking the feet in. We'll walk the feet. So they're about the width of your mat. So your knees can be bent. And we're going to rock the knees over to the right. And as you go right, you can turn your head to the left, open your left arm out to the side, and then rock through the center. Take it across the other direction. So as you go right, see if you can almost pull your left knee a little further out at that diagonal, giving yourself a nice stretch through the front of that leg. And then same on the other side. And from here, we'll come back to center after you've done both of them evenly. We'll bring the palms alongside the body and inhale, we'll rise. Dynamic bridge, lift the hips, arms stretch up and over. And exhale, slowly lower the spine, hug the knees into the chest. Inhale, arms reach up and over, lift the legs vertically. And exhale, we'll slowly lower the palms and the feet to the floor. And again, inhale, dynamic bridge, lift the hips. Exhale, slowly lower, hug knees to chest. Inhale, arms up and over, legs lift. And then slowly lower palms and feet. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we lower. And this time, as the legs lift, we're going to hold there. Arms reach out overhead, breathing into the back of the body. And then see if you can just loosen your limbs a little bit. We're going to start to shake out the legs. You can shake your feet, shake your legs if you'd like, lift your arms, shaking out your hands. Shake, 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 shake. And then we'll hug the knees into the chest. Give them a nice squeeze. And you might rock side to side or forward and back, whichever one feels best for you. And eventually we'll rise all the way up to seated, coming to a cross-legged position. Inhale, we'll sweep the arms wide and high. Flip the palms to face down. Just slowly lower the hands in front of your body. And again, inhale, arms will lift. Exhale, just that slow, soothing, grounding breath. And one more. And at the bottom, you can link your fingers, press the palms forward, lift the arms up, and we'll bend the left elbow. Give it a little press. See if you can lengthen your neck. If you have the bind, feel free to wrap your arm around, link the hands, or grab a strap. Releasing the hands, we'll clasp behind us. Roll the shoulders open, lift the heart, the chin. And then sweeping the arms up, we'll go right to the second side. So you're going to bend your right elbow. Staying there, wrap the arm around. Free up the neck a little. And release, clasping the hands, roll the shoulders open. And then sweeping the arms up. We'll pull the hands to heart this time. Start to rub the hands together. And then releasing your hands, and you're going to give your shoulders a little squeeze. Notice how they're feeling, how they're doing today. And traveling across to your opposite arms, just give a little squeeze on your way down. Once you reach your wrist, give a little tug. And then shake it out. And from here, we'll find our way to downward facing dog. You can lift up and back. If you have blocks, feel free to bring them along just in case you want them once we start moving. And in this first dog pose, feel free to make it your own. Pedal your legs, rock your head, float a foot, whatever it is that feels good. You're welcome. And from here, we'll lift the heels, lift the hips high, and exhale, heels toward earth. And again, inhale, lift the heels, lift the hips. Exhale, heels toward earth. This last one, lift the heels, but take a bend in your knees. Start to press your chest toward your thighs. And then just straighten one leg, press one heel toward the floor. And then the other. And again, we'll lift the heels, bend the knees, rock more weight back. Draw the gaze forward. We'll lightly hop or step to the top of the mat. Once you're there, lengthen and fold forward. A little bend in the knees, just slowly round all the way up to the top. Lift the shoulders, broaden them, release them down, and we'll clasp behind us. Light lift of the heart, lift the chin. You're welcome to stay right there, or a little bend in the knees. We're going to fold forward. Again, you might invite a little movement. See if you can almost ease your hands a little further from your pelvis. And then pressing into the feet, we'll rise all the way back up. Arms lift high. Length the thumbs, we'll lengthen. And forward fold out over the legs. Inhale, long spine. We'll lightly hop or step the feet back. If you'd like your first vinyasa, here it is. We'll lower chaturanga, up dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. Lower the knees to the floor, coming to table. Inhale there, long spine. And as you breathe out, powerfully lift the navel. Inhale, relax the belly a little. Exhale, navel lifts. So option to continue working with the breath in that way, or from here with your next inhale, we're going to lift just the right arm. We'll lower it, and then just the left leg. And we'll lower it. And now both, right arm, left leg. And we lower, second side, so just the left arm. And then the right leg. And then both, left arm, right leg. And we'll do that again. So right arm, left leg, lower, and then both. Second side, left arm, right leg, and both. All right, this next one we're going to hold. So right arm, left leg, you lift. Neck is long, navel draws in. Wherever you are, staying connected to your breath. From here, we lower just the palm, kick your right foot a little bit to help with your balance, and we'll open to our left. You're welcome to stay right there. Top arm, reach it out overhead so that entire top side of the body is long. And then we'll lower the palm, lower the knee, going to the second side. So you're going to lift right leg, left arm, holding there to begin. And then we land the palm. You can kick that foot to help with your balance a little bit. We open to our right. Arm can stay lifted or you reach it out overhead. And now that bottom arm, see if you can press it a little straighter. Yeah. And we'll lower the palm, lower the knee. From here, tip the pelvis forward, shoulders open, chin can lift. Exhale, press firmly into the floor, round and tuck. And again, rock through center. This time, more emphasis to your right side. You might even lift onto your right fingertips. And then land that palm, rock through center. And the other side. Center, and now both. Deep press. We're going to hold there. You might lift onto the fingertips, breathing into the back of your body. Taking a deep breath in and breath out as you plant your palms, rock forward. Inhale, we round and tuck. Exhale, if you'd like, breath out through the mouth. And again, inhale, we round. A little clearing, a little release as you rock forward. And last one, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we'll round, tuck the toes, lift up and back. Downward facing dog. If you'd like a vinyasa, here it is. We shift forward, lower chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. Stepping the right foot forward. Left knee will land. If you'd like, take your block across to your right side. We'll lift the left arm, thumb points toward the back of the room. And then you reach across. So again, we're getting this lateral space, that length. You'll lower that hand. You might bring the block through. And then we do the same on the other side. From here, we'll lower. You're going to pick up your back knee and just give a little rock forward and back. From here, we'll twist. Left hand can stay. We'll open to our right. And if your back knee is lifted, see if you can powerfully press that leg straight. We'll lower the hand, stepping back, downward facing dog, or this time, if you'd like, three-legged dog. You lift that leg, bend the knee, open the hip. You reach across like you could tap whatever's to your left. We'll straighten that leg, set the foot to the floor. If you'd like a vinyasa, you weave it in. And then we take it to the second side. So as you're ready, left foot steps forward. Right knee will land. We'll sweep the right arm. I'll lower that one, and we sweep the opposite. And we'll lower, pick up the back knee. Give that gentle rock. And from here, we'll rotate. So right hand stays, left arm will lift. Powerfully straight back leg. Yeah. Lower the hand, stepping back, downward facing dog or three-legged dog. You can lift that leg, bend the knee, open the hip. Reach, reach, reach. We'll set the foot down. If you'd like the vinyasa, you are welcome to weave it through. We'll meet in our downward facing dog. This time, lifting your heels, bend your knees, rock more weight back. And then draw the gaze forward. We'll lightly hop or step to the top of the mat. Inhale there, we lengthen. So fingertips might be on the floor. They might be at your shins or on your blocks. But I want you to lightly tuck your chin. And if you tend to hyperextend or lock your knees, you want the tiniest bend. And let the breath be deep, complete. You might stay right there. From here, we're actually going to walk our feet just a little closer together. And you might take your hands a little further forward. With your next inhale, we're going to lift the left leg. We'll lower it and then lift the right. And we'll lower. We're going back to the first side. So you're going to lift. This time, lower. Tap your opposite heel or your Achilles. And we'll lift it back up. And we lower, tap. Inhale, you lift. And lower. This last one, we're going to hold. So you lift that leg as much as you can, level out your hips. Reach through the mounds of the toes, like you could imprint the back wall. Yeah. Lower that foot. We're going right to the second side. So you start with the lift, lower, tap your heel. And again, we lift and tap. Twice more. And this final one, we hold. And then we'll lower that foot. From here, we'll fold forward. Feel free to wrap your hands around, catch your calves or your Achilles. Inhale, we lengthen, take a full breath out. Draw the hands to the hips, and we'll lift all the way up. We stand. Just shake it out a little bit and then land for a moment. Feel your feet, arms might be at the sides or on the body. In your own way, just reconnect to your rhythm of breath. And then releasing the hands. You're going to start to tap your heels. And as you tap your heels, you might even lift and lower your shoulders. If your arms be kind of heavy and loose, you might adjust your breath in any way that feels supportive. So also in this season of spring, we open the windows, kind of clear out our houses, our spaces. So allow this to be a little inner clearing, a little spring cleaning, energetically, internally. Anything you feel like is dull or stagnant that needs to be just kind of shaken loose a little bit. Creating space for those seeds that you're tending, that you're planting. And from here, we're going to land the heel. And again, just notice your inner vitality, sensation, aliveness. From here, walking the feet just a little closer. Deep bend in the knees. We'll give a little tap and we'll lift to chair pose. Inhale, take the arms a little further back. Exhale, we sit a little lower. And again, inhale, you might open your chest a little more. Exhale, sit a little lower. And now we hold. So notice if more of your weight is shifting forward, see if you can rock a little more weight into your heels or vice versa. And then eyes closed, or you bring them horizon line or skyward. We'll press all the way to the top. Link the thumbs. We lengthen and forward fold out over the legs. Curl all the way in. Inhale, long spine. We'll lightly hop or step our way back. If you'd like the vinyasa, you lower chaturanga, up dog, and downward facing dog. Move the rhythm of your breath, even here. With your next inhale, we'll step the right foot forward. Feel the back heel fully to the floor. We'll rise. Warrior one. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, open them wide. And then gather them in, hands to hearts. And again, inhale, arms will lift. Exhale, we bend. Inhale to broaden. And then slowly pull the hands in. And again, arms will lift. So a little more aspirational, uplifting. The second one, a little more devotional, a reverence. Third one, an openness, an expansiveness. And the fourth, more inward moving, regenerative. So this final time through, choose where you'd like to hold. Which one resonates or which one sort of aligns with what you are calling forth or calling in. And we breathe there. Your unique expression and voice, trusting your seeds that you are planting. We'll sweep the arms back up, sit a little bit lower. And now inhale, press the legs straight. We'll tip out and over, landing the hands either to the floor, to your blocks. We bow over this front leg. Inhale, we lengthen, stepping back, downward facing dog. If you'd like the vinyasa, you add it. And then we'll actually tap the knees to the floor. We'll meet in table for a moment, light tuck of the chin. Follow the breath all the way in, all the way out. We'll lift up and back, downward facing dog. Left foot will step forward. Back heel to the floor, we rise, warrior one. Exhale, we bend. Inhale, open, and then gathering in. Inhale, arms high. Exhale to bend. Broaden and then gathering in. And final time through, you just lightly touch each of those various elements, unique energies, qualities. And then choosing where you'd like to hold. And it might be different than the first set. We'll sweep the arms back up, sit a little lower. Straighten the leg. We tip out and over. Bowing over this front leg. We'll step back, downward facing dog. If you'd like a vinyasa on your way to table, feel free to add it. Or we just meet there in our table. Light tuck of the chin. Breathing fully. And then sending the hips back, child's pose. Comfortable, you might flip the palms skyward. Let there be softness in your shoulder, your jaw. Inhale, rise back up to table. From here, take your right leg out to the side, and we'll come to stand on the knee. So if you need to double fold your mat, go for it. And sometimes I find a block helpful in this pose, kind of personal preference. We're going to lift the arms, flip the palms skyward, and just give like a little lift. And almost like you could feel your waist grow a little longer, heart lift. And then we're going to tip out and over. So you might land your hand to a block or to your leg. The full pose is taught where your palm is facing up and you slide the hand down. And then we're going to reach out and over. We'll lift all the way back up. You can pull that knee in. If comfortable, sit on your heels for a moment or simply tuck your chin. Again, sensitive to the effect. And then we'll take it to the other side. So as you're ready, you lift, take that leg out. Put your block in place if that was helpful. We lift the arms, palms skyward. Feel that gentle length. And then we tip out and over. And again, we'll lift at the top, pull the knee in, take a seat, light tuck of the chin. Breath in and out, sensitive to the effect. And from here, we'll lift onto the knees just long enough to tuck the toes under. You might use your block. Some people find that helpful. We're going to rock back and lift the knees. Zip the inner thighs toward one another. See if you can lift your heart, lift the crown of your head. And feel free to play with your balance a little bit. So you might bring your hands to your thighs or hands to your heart. Or if you want, you might press the arms forward and lift them up. Navel draws in, inner thighs toward the midline. And then we'll slowly release. You're going to lift your hips, walk your feet a little wider, and we fold in. This time you might catch your elbows or again your calves, Achilles. Inhale, lengthen, take a full breath out. Draw the hands to the hips. We'll lift all the way up to the top. Shake it out a little bit. From here, we'll just step the right foot forward. We'll open toward triangle pose is where we're headed. So if you want a block for what's to come, feel free to bring it toward the top of your mat. We lift the arm, and then we're going to tip to triangle pose. And now for a moment, find your legs first. So you press into your feet, see if you can engage the big muscles of the legs. You're welcome to stay here in triangle pose, or we're going to actually bring the top hand to the hip. You're going to bend into the right knee, walk your hand forward, and we lift to Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. As you're ready, lift the arm. Yeah, and it'll be a little easier if you take your hand forward. Yeah, giving yourself a little more length. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. And if you'd like, similar to where we were earlier in our practice, if you want to take the top arm and reach out overhead, so that entire lifted line a little longer. And then we'll return the hand to the hip, little bend in the knee. We'll re-land the foot and rise. Oh, perfect. Let's just step to down dog. You're going to pedal the legs. And then we'll take it to the second side. So you'll step your left foot forward. You can rise up and we'll find our triangle pose. So opening the arms, you can tip in. Feel free to use your block if you found that helpful. And then again, start with the legs. So press into your feet, energize the legs. You're welcome to stay right there. Top hand finds the hip. We'll bend into the left knee, walk the hand forward. So 11 o'clock in front of the foot, whether it's the block or the floor. And then as you're ready, right arm will lift. So lots of energy in your lifted leg. We rotate skyward. If you want to take the arm out overhead, you get that length. Lower the hand. We'll set the foot down this time, just coming into a forward bend. You can reach around, grab your calves, your Achilles, or this time thread the arm from the back, and you grab your opposite shins and curl in. Inhale, we'll lengthen. So now I want you to find the place where your palms can be flat. So they might be pretty close to your feet. They might be a little bit forward. It might look almost like a half downward facing dog. So everybody's range of motion is a little different. And then I want you to really spread your palms, spread your fingers, press your arms super straight. You look forward a little and then start to lift your heels. So you bring more weight into your palms. And then we'll lightly land the heels. Just rock your weight back. We're going to do that one more time. So you plant your palms, press the arms straighter, gaze forward, and start to lift your heels. And again, we'll land the heels. Find a softer forward fold this time. So let the elbows find a little bend. The neck is long. And then inhale, we'll lengthen. You're just going to come to land your knees to the floor. We'll kick the feet over to our right. And from here, we'll rotate. So right hand is going to reach across. Left hand either to the floor behind you, or you might wrap it around and grab your waistband or your heel. Inhale, sit tall, and then rotate to your left. And puff the chest up just a little more. And we'll turn the head the opposite direction. So the upper body keeps rotating left, but the head turns to the right. And slowly returning the head. And then the torso. Just pause a moment in the middle. And we'll switch sides. We're going to kick the feet the other direction. And we'll rotate. Lift the heart, rotate right. A couple breaths there. And then as you feel ready, puff the chest up a little bit higher. We turn the head the opposite direction. And from here, returning the head and then the torso. Just pause a moment there. We'll unwind that leg, coming to a cross-legged position. We'll sweep the arms up. Flip the palms to face down. Slowly lower the hands. Link the fingers. Press the palms forward. Lift the arms up. And then from here, we're going to bend the elbows. And then inhale, you're going to lift them right back up. And exhale, we bend. And slowly lift them back up. And again, we bend. And we lift. And this time we bend, pull the elbows kind of close in toward the sides of your body. And we'll start to rock the arms. Again, anything that you feel has just been dulling the vibrancy of the heart, energy of the heart. You just like offer it up, start to break it loose a little bit. From here, stretch the arms out wide. And take the arms just a little higher. And then slowly release them. Clasp the hands behind you. And then release. You can just roll your shoulders up and around one way and then the other. And from here, we're going to find our way onto our stomach. To start, we're going to stack the hands. You can rest your head. Inhale, fill the back of the body with your breath. Breathing out, lift the navel, lift the pelvic floor. And again, inhale, fill and expand. Exhale, the navel lift the pelvic floor. And one more. You might stay with that movement, or from here, you're going to actually lift your feet, lift your legs, and just start to like flutter them like you're swimming. The head can stay landed. Navel draws in. And then we're going to land the feet. And again, we're going to lift them this time. Sweep your arms back. So they might just stretch along the sides of the body, or you might clasp them behind you. Lightly tuck the chin. And slowly release for a moment. Rest your forehead. And then we'll tuck the toes, plant the palms. You're just going to press back to child's pose for a moment. Maybe not even a full child's pose. You might even keep your toes tucked under. And again, we'll rock through table. We're going to lower back down onto our stomach. This time, bring your elbows forward. Palms will face down. And then I want you to lift your chest. And draw the shoulders back in space. And even here, breath into the back of the body. Breathing out, lift the navel. You might stay there or just note where the elbows are. We're going to lower the chest halfway. Kick the elbows out to the sides. Bring the palms to where the elbows were. And then press. And initially, we're not going to go to straight arms. Keep a little bend. Draw the shoulders back in space. Yeah. You can pull the shoulders back a little bit. Yeah. You might stay there. From here, press the arms straighter. Press into the tops of the feet. And then we'll tap the knees. You can send your hips back. And again, we'll shift forward through table. And we're going to do that one more time. So one more opportunity for up dog. But this time, if you'd like, sometimes the lengthening our arms can be really helpful. So you take blocks, or you can just do this on the floor. You know, drop your hips toward the floor, press into your blocks or press into the floor, press into the top of the feet. We lift the knees, lift the heart. And then tap the knees to the floor. We're going to send the hips back, child's pose. Inhale, we'll rise through table. One final time. This time you can lower onto your belly and roll onto your back. Once you're there, draw the right knee into your chest. Left leg can be long. And gather the knee in close. Stretch that leg out, and then we'll do the same on the other side. So you're going to tuck your left knee in. Right leg is long. Stretch the left leg out. We'll tuck the right knee back in. And this time, a couple of options. So you might bring that foot to a figure four where the ankle is above the knee. Or you can also bend your left knee, lift the foot off the floor, you thread through and grab the back of the leg. So you've got some options as to where you'd like to hold here. So wherever you land, stay rooted in the breath, connected to the breath. And slowly release that side, and we'll do the same on the other. Choosing where you'd like to land. And slowly release that side. We'll bring the feet about the width of the mat. Rocking your knees over to the right. You can turn your head left. Open that left arm out to your side. And then slowly through center and to the other side. And just a couple times, you slowly move one way and then the other. And returning to center, walk the feet a little closer. So if you feel ready for a supported bridge pose, you are welcome to tuck your block or even your bolster under your pelvis. Otherwise, we're coming to bridge pose. So you're going to lift your hips, tuck the shoulders under, clasp the hands beneath you. Invitation to close the eyes. Ideally, wherever you are, there's no added strain in your eyes and your forehead and your brain. And slowly lower back down. We'll draw the knees into the chest. This time holding them there, whether they're narrow or whether they're closer to a half baby pose or a happy baby pose. The little movement feels good. You find that little movement. And then from here, we'll roll all the way to one side and rise up. You want long sleeves on or socks, you add your layers. And we're going to come into a forward bend of your choosing. So if you want a supported child's pose with the bolsters you have, you're welcome to. If you want wide-legged, cross-legged, we'll fold our way in. And once you're there, just lightly tucking your chin. And maybe you can fold in a little bit deeper. Slowly lift back up. And from here, we'll come to Shavasana. Those of you in studio with all these props, I'll give you one idea. If you would like to elevate your feet, you're welcome to tuck your blocks out in front of you. Take your bolster underneath the legs, blanket underneath your head. Sometimes that's kind of nice, but feel free. Legs up the wall, fully on your back, whatever kind of feels good for you. And once you're there, similar to the very beginning, we'll take our hands just a little wider. If you can allow your attention to just sink a little lower into this body. And the initial breath is just a little more intentional. You feel the breath move in, and breathing out, almost as if you could allow that breath to assist in just the settling and softening. Again, experience the body breathing in. And just a slow, complete breath out, welcoming you a little deeper. And eventually allowing the breath to move on its own. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. You might choose to lightly rest your hands on the body. You're subtly attuned to that gentle weight of your own hands. And again, this moment of pause, this moment of reflection on what it is you are calling in or that you're tending in this change of season. And give it a breath, care, connection. And then as you're ready, slowly start to find movement in your body. And just taking your time as you gently rise, knowing there's no rush. And once you're there, we'll join the hands, lightly tucking the chin. Bowing to the wisdom within. Then we bow to one another. Namaste.